let us try it. You know what I want to do? Take that, put that over there. Shut up. Whoever you are, let's shut that down. Let's put chat back up. Let's open this a second. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Post. Image. Sorry for being late. We had, let me know if the sound and the video is good. We had a, I had an issue with Julie, my daughter. She did not want to go to bed. She does not want to go to school. She is a crying mess. I was the same way though. I hated school. Anyway, guys, last night we had, this is the makeup live stream. This is the makeup live stream because last night the thing kept crashing. A Mapp member mentioned, I said this earlier today, I'll just go over it real quick. A Mapp member mentioned it could be an update, a Windows update. Excuse me. And I went in the computer and looked, and there was a Windows update. The Windows update crashed halfway through. I had to finish the update. It crashed again, and then I had to uninstall, recover it or whatever, and then reinstall the update. And it looks like we're good to go. So it was just a Windows update. Thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that, Brian. Listen, I want to show you guys a new image. There's not much to it, but I'll pop it on the screen now, and I'll get rid of my picture for a second. Here's the new image for The Walking Dead. It has, it looks like the gazebo. No, not the gazebo, but it looks like a bus stop, to be honest. I don't recognize this. You guys let me know what this could be. But it's in Alexandria, and this is the day after, or the morning of the fight, and they are obviously getting Alexandria to not be burning on fire. They got fire extinguishers out. It's Michonne and Rick. We don't know if this is when Carl dies or not, but there is a, let me just put this back up. There is a interview with Greg Nicotero, and he says within the first 20 minutes of the next episode, he said he was bawling, right? Now, it gets a little tricky because they do have a tendency to overhype episodes. That's absolutely true. Sometimes they'll hype it to an extent where we think it's going to be this epic something or other, and here it's different, so it's odd. When you have the cast and crew working on a project, when they talk about their experiences, it's different than when a fan views it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could be talking about the first 4 episodes was, you know, it'll melt your mind. It was so hard to coordinate all this. And it could have been, to put that together behind the scenes. It absolutely could have been. But on screen for fans, you might be expecting something totally different. You know what I mean? It's where Rick tore down Gabriel's signs. That's what I thought at first, but it didn't really seem like it, you know? I thought that was like a round gazebo. It could be. It definitely could be. I could just be like picturing it differently. Yeah, last night was horrible. Last night was unwatchable. I took the video down, and there was still people who were able to go through the link to get to it, and they were like, why do you still have this up? And I'm like, it's not up. Ronnie, did you hear the new Walking Dead figures that they're coming out with? Yeah, they got a Maggie, a season 8 Maggie, which I'm really, if it's lagging for anyone, try refreshing. Yeah, it shouldn't be lagging. We got green on the YouTube's end. This is one hell of a computer lag. I don't think it can. Yeah, careful how you word that. You're making it seem like it's lagging now. It's not. The thing is Perfect. Do you think the fandom has power over the show's decisions? That's not the way I'll word it. I do think that people creating the show cater to some degree to fans. Listen, Abraham dying was 100% to fool the fans. Think about that. I like Michael Cutlets. I like Abraham on the show. Think about that. 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, in their own words, in a different way, Abraham dying was to make Glenn's death more of a shocker. It was to try to help that. And that's what they said. They were like, oh yeah, we wanted, you know, Abe to go out, and then you would think Glenn was safe, and then it's like, oh no, boom, boom, boom. They're making a 7-inch Rick and a new Negan too. Oh yeah, I forgot. For those interested in the McFarlane figures, they're making Rick in season 8 with the blue shirt, and they got a Negan with the clean shaven, which is obviously going to be the same body with just a clean shaven head. No lag here. We are perfect. I hated Abe's death. I hated it. Let me show you where I'm reading at. When's the new season of Fear the Walking Dead? I don't know. The Walking Dead ends usually what? In March, April? No, am I screwing that up? Fear the Walking Dead will come back June, something like that. It'll be in a few months. Yeah, if you're lagging now, it's on your end. You're going to have to refresh your screen or something. Your favorite character got fired because of a shitty cliffhanger? What do you mean? Ronnie, will the season 8 Maggie figure come with optional clothing? Winky face. Nope. You get the coat and all that. She looks pretty badass. Ethan Williams. Q&A. In the show, how long till Rick does? Wait. How long till you think Rick does? You mean dies? You know, this is impossible. Because story-wise, he should last a few more seasons. But if there's problems behind the scenes, or if anything else personal behind the scenes happens, he could die next season. You know, we don't know. Story-wise, I'm going to answer that it shouldn't be for a few more seasons yet. And then what his final arc will be and how will it serve the show afterwards. Here's the problem, and again, here's why it's so difficult to answer that. We don't know, because we don't know what the story's going to be when Rick exits the show. Like, if he leaves during All Out War, obviously that'd be a huge different prediction than if he dies and leaves during the Whisperer War, you know? And it's even extremely different if he dies during the New Beginning or the New World story arc. On the show, they're obviously going to leave it open to not end the world of The Walking Dead. That's a must. What I mean by that is there's no immune shit. There's no cure. There's never going to be that. That kills the franchise. There's none of that. They want this franchise to continue even after the original show is long gone. They want this franchise to continue. They're never going to do a cure. Not anytime soon, anyway. That's impossible. So it has nothing to do with a cure. It most likely has to do with this group of survivors and establishing, you know, some sense of civilization again. Or just kill them off. Make the main character shit final. Brian said in the premiere, why did Negan go down the stairs and behind over where he could have ran inside the factory? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Exactly, his death was just a fool. Yeah, pretty much. Wait, ain't nothing like 7 inches of Rick. Pause. Can't wait to get that. It hasn't been said yet if the body will be the same or not. No, it hasn't been said yet, but come on. Do you really think they're going to make a new body? They might change leg articulation. I can see that. But this is McFarlane Toys. No offense, but they're not doing that. They don't have to. Think about it. With the 10-inch Negan, look what they did. And I'm saying this because I want McFarlane Toys to continue. The decisions, whoever's making it, when it comes to The Walking Dead, whoever's making those final decisions, what the fuck? Let's look up 10-inch Negan right now. Let me show you. Oh, you guys don't want to see it? I don't care. Let me show you how fucking stupid this is. I'm sorry, McFarlane Toys, but what the fuck, bro? Look, 10-inch Negan. 10-inch Negan. 10-inch Negan. Oh, fuck. Lord have mercy. Do not Google that. Okay, let's go to 10-inch Negan Toys. All right. I'm just kidding. Nothing bad came up. I didn't click on images yet. Oh, dear God. All right, so here is the... Don't leave, you sons of bitches. I know we're talking about toys for a second, but here is the 10-inch Negan original. I'm gonna leave for a second. Here's the 10-inch Negan original, right? Now, the problem with this is it is a ridiculously stupid stance. He's just looking down at the ground, and everyone who has him is literally like, bro, what the hell? It's terrible. Everyone I know who has this figure hates the stance. I don't know if he's golfing. I don't know why they picked this stance at all. I have no clue. Here's the new stance with the... Now keep in mind, everything's the same. They just changed the arms slightly with a clean-shaven face. This is just simply unacceptable. I mean, this is just unacceptable. I don't know what they're doing, but this is the wrong decision. This is unacceptable. I don't have any other words other than that. What in the flying fuck is that? I mean, what is that? So no, when I'm talking about the 7-inch Negan, they're not going to do anything different except for maybe leg articulation or some shit like that. I can see them changing up some of the legs. All right, let me put my ugly mug back on the screen here. Oh, God. Sorry. All right. Ronnie, do you think Peter Zimmerman is going to be big on The Walking Dead? His fandom is crazy. His fandom's getting pretty big. Do you think that there should be fewer episodes in future seasons of The Walking Dead to reduce filler? We've gone over this a number of times. No. Listen, sure, you can cut the episodes down, but if you cut the episodes down, you're cutting the profit down. They make the more episodes, the more profit. You cut the episodes, you're cutting the budget. If you have a show, right, that has 10 episodes a season or 16 episodes a season, you're getting the same story. It's going to be different somewhat. You're just having less in each season. Like in season 7, instead of 16 of Negan ruling over everybody, you're going to have season 7, 10 episodes of Negan ruling over everybody. And season 8 is going to be Negan ruling over everybody, but people rising up. You see what I'm saying? You might even get more filler. They're not going to go, okay, we got 10 episodes. Let's take out everything. You know, take out trash people. Take out this. It's not the episodes. It's the story and the budget. The two biggest things. You can do 16. I'd be fine if they took it down to 13. I'm cool with that because there's usually an episode here or there that we could have completely removed and the story adjusted. Absolutely. But you're having the same decisions and same writing staff and behind it, so it's not going to be a dramatic change. Yes, I've seen season 4 of Black Mirror yet. It was good. I'd like to do a video on it, and we're probably going to. How will Rick react to Daryl's decision to attack the sanctuary? I don't even think they're going to go over it, to be honest. Because, you know, Daryl didn't mess up anything. It was Eugene who got them out. End of the fucking war, loved it. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh, that's awesome. No problem. I love recommending something and people enjoying it. I thought Abe's death was only because Denise got her death earlier. No. I mean, you could look at it like that, but they came straight out and said... they didn't say he died just to fool us. They said, yeah, we were hoping that, you know, Abe's death would be like, oh, Glenn is in the clear, and then whoop-de-whoop. Do you think Rick will kill Negan or spare him? I think they're going to spare him at this point. They came right out and basically said it. Rick might hit Daryl. I don't think he will. Hey, Ronnie, do you watch Lucifer? If yes, what do you think about it? No, I had never even heard of that. Ronnie, do you think the Walking Dead comics will end? Rick is going to die or maybe sacrifice himself to the walkers, or maybe he dies getting old and Carl takes over. I do think they're going to do an heir thing in the comic book. It makes more sense. The show's very different. Obviously, a different platform. In the comic book, you have written characters don't age, so yes, you know, the show will go on after Rick, and it'll probably be Carl taking over. Hey Ronnie, you're a big inspiration to me in a creative sense and just pursuing what I want regardless of any doubts. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's definitely comments like this that help me work on some of the behind the scenes stuff. that I can't wait to come out with as far as Doomsday Kingdom is concerned. When can we expect the analyze videos and cover breakdowns? Brian, I feel like you ask this question every day. The analyze will be any day now, not within the next 2 days. I think last time I said that was a day or two ago, and I said within the next 3 or 4 days. It'll be any day now, and then they're gonna go right into the next episode of The Walking Dead. So whatever, you know, if it's every 5 days or every 6 days. And as far as the comic cover breakdowns, I'm not really sure, but they're going to be coming soon. Fear will premiere. In a minute, we're going to get to the channel update stuff, and I'll explain a little more in there, the process. Idiot went against the plan. Yeah, but it didn't affect anything, you know? Fear will premiere right after the last episode. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They're doing that Morgan crossover stuff. What is the #1 comic figure you want to see made? I want a Dale, Tyrese, and New Beginning Carl. All right, so you're talking about the comic book and New Beginning Maggie and Dwight with the Whisperer mask. The #1 comic figure. #1 comic figure. Let's scroll all the way down because we're lagging behind. Damn, you know what? I don't even know. Give me a minute to think about that. I mean, we pretty much got all the mains. I would like a New Beginning Maggie. I don't know if that's #1 though. We got New Beginning Rick. We got... No. Okay, that's my #1 of all time. Comic book Rick. Even New Beginning, that's fine. In his jacket. We don't have that yet. We got Rick on the TV show in his jacket, but we don't have comic book in his jacket. Ronnie, you should watch the Slasher series on Netflix. I'll give it a shot. I blame Andrea on everything. If she would have stabbed the governor. Yeah. Negan can't be redeemed. I've been wondering that too. Do you think Tobin will get a heroic death in the war? At this point, no. Maybe not. It didn't notify me. Ronnie, have you watched Attack on Titans yet? No, not yet. If yes, I will be here every week to ask. Laugh out loud. Watch the sub version. Not yet. I'm planning on it. I'm not a real big fan of anime though, so it's probably going to take a lot of coercing to get me to watch it. Rob Gagnon. Hey Ronnie, I'm concerned about the ratings taking an even bigger dive for the premiere because of all the people crying about Carl. What do you think? It's going to have some effect. It's absolutely going to have some effect. If the next episode doesn't, you know, if it doesn't, I don't want to say it like this, but if it doesn't make up for their decision to kill Carl in the eyes of the fans who are not happy with that, there's going to be a chunk of them that don't watch. I don't think that's going to be millions of fans. I'll be honest right now. I think it's a loud minority of fans online. I do think the viewers watching, at most, it might be like 1 million fans, you know. And I could be totally wrong, but I would say right around there at the very most. Ronnie, thanks for keeping the belief in the storytelling alive and real. Such an inspiration. Thank you very much, Stormy. No, you will be shanked by Simon. Do you think that in the show will deviate from the comics more now that Carl is dead and remix the whispers and storyline afterwards? I think it's yeah, I don't know about more. I think some parts will deviate more and some parts will come back to the comic and be exactly, you know. But I will stand by this right now. We talked about this in the earlier live stream. I more and more like the idea of having Enid and Lydia, the new character coming, maybe, as friends. Instead of having the Carl and Lydia romance connection, having Enid and Lydia as friends. Keep in mind, they're both girls. I mean, it would be a perfect fit for Enid to talk to Lydia and be like, that's not how you live, you know, as far as the rape and how they live, where it's the strong rule over the weak, you know. So we got a super chat, Melanie Grimes. I'm going to have to keep an eye out. Maybe you didn't want to comment or just didn't put it. I know sometimes people click on it and then, you know, don't do the comment, but it was a mistake. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'm going to keep an eye out, though, for your comment in case you meant to put one up. That way you don't have to super chat again for it to come up. Would you like the idea of Negan loose-sealing Simon for insubordination? Letting Maggie go? No. Negan was definitely behind the idea. of Maggie going and yada yada yada. They needed one community to go back and get back to work and repair everything. As far as insubordination, I'm not sure. I don't think that would be, I don't know. That's a tricky one. I think they can make that work. Off the top of my head, I would rather one of our good guys get, that's a bigger reward in my opinion, for us to see a good guy kill him than Negan do it, you know? Do you think Carl is definitely dead next season? No. This season, definitely, yeah. Can't wait to see a little is left. Oh yeah, when I walk her to be, do you think tainted weapons will be used by Negan? Yes. Based off of that picture alone, I think it's a definite. That would be badass. Rick with his jacket. Hell yeah. We need a comic Maggie figure. I agree with that. Q&A. Ronnie, did you ever watch The Leftovers? Yes. I really like The Leftovers. Ronnie, do you think wait a minute. Did I say it right? Cal? I think it's Cal. Cal and Eduardo TV storyline sticking with his role in the comics. Do you think his role will be remixed? TV storyline. His role. Do you mean both of theirs? I think they're going to stick pretty much to the comics. I think there's a little bit of remixing, you know, to be done. I think one of them is most likely going to die with an attack. I think that's certain. Since Eduardo got a lot of screen time, I would imagine it would be Cal getting the axe so they can continue to build up Eduardo. I mean, that seems to make sense. I don't think they would go, it seems like a cheap move to say, okay, we got some of Eduardo, let's kill him off, and then that'll be emotional. No, you continue to build up Eduardo, and it's almost like a flip of a coin. One of them's got to go, because we're getting an attack. They're the main guards. There's going to be something there, and Cal is the one, I believe, in the comic who gets killed, so, or around this point in time. Rick and his jacket. Can you show us the pic of Maggie fig, please? I was gonna itch my back, but my chair isn't doing it for me. I don't think there is a pic. It's like a blue. It's never gonna show up. What am I doing? 7-inch figure. Walking Dead. Yeah, it's like just all blue, and it has. Yeah, it's never gonna pop up. Boom, 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 boom. You know what, maybe if I do this. Yeah, it was on Facebook. If I could find it real quick in this group here, then I'll show it. But if not, we're going to keep it moving because The Walking Dead. Oh my god, where are the groups here, yo? The Walking Dead. Action figures. There we go. Action figure memorabilia. Ah, there we go. Look at that. One of the first picks. The face looks nothing like Maggie, to be honest. Here we go. We got a picture of Maggie, and then there's a write-up. But I already told you what we got coming up. Here we go. Did I do that right? There we go. And I'll take my picture down. That's the Maggie in the works. The 7-inch Maggie. Like I said, the face right here looks nothing like her. Is that even... Yeah, I guess that looks pretty much dead on with outfit-wise. I mean, there's something a little off with that still, but I would imagine that's her. If that's a fake one, I'd be surprised. I didn't hear of that being fake, but it's supposedly real. Let me read the write-up. So there you guys go. That's what it is for the Maggie fig. You know what? And here's another thing. A lot of fans ask about the 5-inch figures as well. That's a popular thing. NECA said this once before. Whatever you make in 7-inch or bigger, you can scale down easily. Scaling up is almost impossible. Scaling down is easy, and it's, you know, very easy. Put it that way. So they will definitely, if McFarlane Toys can sell it, if it sells well, you're going to get a 5-inch Maggie too. But It's got to sell good. What went wrong with season 8? Question mark, because it seems like there's 100 mistakes. Whose fault is it? I think it's a combination of things. And I'm going to say it again. I'm going to continue to say it. Budget is a huge factor. Take $5 and make The Walking Dead season 9. You know, you're not doing it. Take $50,000 and make The Walking Dead season 9. You're not doing it. The story's going to be everyone sitting in a room talking. Take $5 million and make The Walking Dead season 9, 16 episodes. It's going to be bad. You know, budget matters. It's one of the single most important things. Story, for our enjoyment, is the most important, you know, for our enjoyment. But to make it, to practically make something, to actually make it, budget is the single most important aspect of it. Without the budget, you can't do that good story you wrote. So I do blame the budget, because obviously there's signs of it throughout the episode. Shooting in the same locations. Shooting in the same locations over and over, seemingly dragging, stretching out the storyline. Come on, we're in those similar locations, and it's almost unnecessary to go that long. Some of it I did like, though. I do want to go back and rewatch it once I can watch it all in a row. Probably marathon it soon. Maybe I'll have a different opinion. But watching it night to night, there's even the parts I really like, I still walk away from it going, it could have been better. You know, it could have been better. It could have been a lot better. I think the face looks weird because it's not painted. That could definitely be. Wait, would you like to see a screen coming season on? I personally can't wait for a Maggie and Negan confrontation. That would be pretty badass, especially with both of the actors doing it. And I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan could do a fantastic, you know, borderline redemption attitude for Negan. I think that would be amazing. All right, we got super chats here. I didn't check up on. They didn't pop up. Chad Wright with a $2 super chat. Epic Vids 8 with a $2 super chat. What are the chances Tara will be killed off? It's rough. I think right about now, slim to none. But I think it should happen. Chad Wright again with a $10 super chat. Hey Ron, you've been watching for a long time. Do you? Oh, you know what? Hold on. We could do that right here. Boom. Check this out. Been watching a long time. Do you still have that Punisher shirt that made you look like you had tits? I was laughing so hard the whole video. Yeah, I still got that. The other day I was gonna wear that. Instead I wore the black one with the Indian headdress, Native American headdress. I was gonna wear it, but that one is funny though, because for anyone new, it's a white one and it has like faded skull stuff, but it cuts off right here, so the skull's right here, so you get these big two white like tit looking things, and then a line in the middle where the skull starts for the eyes, and it looks like I got cleavage, like a shirt with tits on it. Alright, I don't think so. I heard Rick is going to have face reconstruction surgery so that Andrew can leave the show. What? That's gotta be a troll comment. Can you give my YouTube channel a shout out? It's called The Art Blade. Anymore? No, I'm not going to be doing shout outs. Our feed will just get flooded from people asking. So there's your shout out, but anymore I'm just skipping over those questions. Dude, guys, well, it's just not the place for a live stream. What went wrong with season 8? Because it seems like, unless you do a super chat, go ahead, I'll shout you out then. $50 or under. Or over. Not under. I'm being a dick. It's a joke. Can you give? Oh wait, what went wrong with season 8? Okay, all right, we're pretty much good here. How's it going? How's it going? Have you seen? Wait, have you seen Happy and The Walking Dead is done? Have you seen? I don't even know what that is. I know I keep hearing. I have the money sign, but it disappears whenever I start typing. One day I will send a super chat. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. Ronnie, now that you've seen the first half, who dies from the hilltop in season 8? Nobody. Cal. That's it. Melanie Grimes. Money signs. Money bags. Oh, that's cool that you can do money bags in the thing. Do you think Fear is sucking the characters and budget out of the original show? I sure do. Here's a tricky one. Here's definitely a tricky one. Yes and no. No, because it doesn't work like that. They simply don't take the Walking Dead budget and put it into Fear. Yes, because AMC is using and has been using The Walking Dead to build up AMC into what it is, you know? And on top of that, it seems like, or it appears, not only is AMC doing that, but there's people, I guess, who are invested in AMC. I don't know, shareholders. I don't know how all that shit works. But they're making a shitload. Like, the Walking Dead budget is half what it should be, flat out. Yet there's people making hundreds of millions of dollars profit. I mean, fuck. Maybe they're not. I mean, maybe that's an exaggeration from the lawsuits that are flying around out there, but or maybe it gets split up so much that some people are making millions, but it's not, you know, that much, you know. But there's got to be people out there that are making, you know, tens of millions of dollars off The Walking Dead every single year, and it's like, bro, you get $10 million or you make $7 million. Come on. So I will say yes and no, because I do think that AMC is using The Walking Dead, you know, taking the profit from The Walking Dead and using it in other projects. My God, I got a hiccup. In other projects, so like Fear the Walking Dead. But it's not like they're using The Walking Dead's actual budget. It's not like that. That's not how I mean it. All right. Do you mean let me check these super chats real quick. I don't mean to be a dick, but Carl is detrimental as far as the comics go, but absolutely a terrible actor. I believe him having interactions with girl will be awkward. He wouldn't improve in actor. That is definitely out there in the fan base. There's definitely a chunk of the fan base who recognizes that he does have some serious weaknesses, and it doesn't appear that he's approving all that. I still stand by there's moments where he has a shit ton of potential. If it came down to that, if it is that, I don't know, it's a tough call. You know what I mean? What do you do in that aspect? And I've said it for a while. I mean, he hasn't improved to the extent where he could ever take over the show. I've never for once believed that was the case. Obviously, unless he started showing and improving, but it was never going to happen. I know there's a lot of fans who are mad about the Carl situation who honestly invested in him because they thought he was going to be taking over the show. And I guess that's why, you know, I might be disappointed as a comic fan, but I'm not altogether crushed like some other fans are, because I just didn't see him taking it over. I would have saw Michonne taking it over, or even Daryl way before a TV show Carl would. We got someone talking about the Blu-ray. I don't know. The Blu-ray is released around August every year, and then the box set releases a little later. Been watching Ronnie for a couple years and just caught about every episode. This is my first time catching a live stream. I'm working. What up, Ronnie? What's good, everyone? What's up, Tom? Tom P. What do you think will happen with Eugene by the end of the season? I'm annoyed by his loyalty to... I think he's just going to go back with the good guys, pretty much. It doesn't really make much sense to do anything different with him, you know? Do you think Fear is... Okay, we did that. Ronnie, can you lift up your shirt so I can see those knockers? No, that was the t-shirt. I'll put that on for you if you want to see the knockers. You're a weird fucker. AMC, greedy assholes. Maggie is a boss, that's why. Do you think it's weird hearing Negan's voice in the Rampage movie trailer? Yeah, a little bit. But, you know, that's only because it's fresh. Have you seen Eraserhead? No. Tara needs to die. She's way too reckless. Chandler is a great child actor. I would disagree. He had moments as a child, you know, he's not a child anymore, where, yes, he was pulling through, especially for a kid. But now that he's anywhere from, I would say, 14 and up, he had some moments that had some serious weaknesses to, and I mean, like, scene ruining weak moments. I think, yeah, and again, it's mixed with some moments where it's like, okay, there's charisma, there's potential, and I don't know the backstory with, you know, his family and his training. The only thing I get first, like my first thought, here's a kid who got picked for this huge role, you know, first thing first when he's little. He had other stuff, but this, I mean, my God, this is huge. Some actors take years to get a break like this. And it's, how easy would it be to think you don't need any more training? I think that's the problem. You just probably thought, I don't need any more training. You got fans throwing themselves at you. You're so great. You're the best. Why would you train? You know, and that's why I always said every actor should be sharpening their tools in the trade. Anyway, Jim Cristo, did I do that right? Jim E. Cristo. Happy is the best show out. You are sleeping. And The Walking Dead was a show, was a show of a man saving his family. They are gone. All that is left is revenge. And, well, he still has Judith. I know that's probably not blood family, but to him that is family. I never heard of a show called Happy at all. I've never heard anyone talk about it. I've never heard it advertised. It's hard to say I'm sleeping when it's never on commercials. Not one person has mentioned it. Maybe it's starting to get around. I mean, you're the very first person to mention it, so I'll look into it. But yeah, can't really blame me on that one, buddy. I'm all over the internet. Never once seen anything about it. But I'm going to check it out. It'd be nice if you give us a little write-up about what it is, though. That would help. Mama Otter. They talk so much about toning down the violence, but what I've noticed more so is they don't show brutality of what real survival and how norms are gone. How do you think they can convey the whispers and not cross that line? That's another thing. I don't think there's a line to cross. Like, the shit they've shown is way worse already. The whispers, and I know a lot of people bring that up about the they're going to tone it down for the whispers. There's nothing about the whispers that they need to tone down. They don't actually rape. We don't see it, you know. They just, you hear about it. They don't need to tone that down. Get the fuck out of here. There's nothing there. And then, are we so pathetic as a society we can't even hear rape being mentioned? But we need to tone that down. And I'm not saying that against you guys. I'm saying, like, guys, there's nothing about the whispers that need to be toned down. We see them being skinned, fine. We saw Noah, a living person, get literally ripped to pieces. There's nothing they need to tone down. And that's because even with what they're toning down, or it seems like they're toning down, there's nothing in the whispers. They wear skins. That's not even bloody, you know? We might see a little moment where they skin somebody and it gets bloody. But again, that's a zombie. Who gives a shit? We saw that with the guy getting a part of his head ripped off. And they did tone that down, which sucks because the behind the scenes, you got to watch that in the analyzed video. The behind the scenes was so cool. But yeah, I disagree. They don't need to tone anything down. There's nothing there, you know? Jeff, 1990. Do you think that the original Fear the Walking Dead cast would be the villains to Morgan and the new cast members coming into it? Feel like it's going in that direction? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to make... It's hard to follow villains. It's hard for fans to follow them. Yeah, it's just difficult. And I don't think they're going to make them all villains. Maybe they'll take one, you know, one out of the bunch, but I doubt it. I really doubt they're going to make them villains. Oh, crap. What happened with our shit here? Wait, let me scroll through make sure I didn't miss anything. Hey, Ronnie, watching a long time. Okay, we didn't miss any other super chats. Let's go back to the feed. All right, back to the feed. Boom, 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 and boom. Okay. Why is the grass always mowed in The Walking Dead? Well, unfortunately, you know, you can't stop everyone from mowing their shit. I'm surprised you haven't seen Happy, Ronnie. They promoted it really well. Christopher Maloney is the best. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. Like I said, I've been all over. Oh, you know what? To be fair, I don't get commercials on YouTube anymore because I have that YouTube Red. Best $10 I spend every single month, I'll tell you that. I watch a shitload of YouTube, and YouTube Red, just for that alone. I don't watch the original. The original series suck on YouTube, but just for no commercials, best $10 I spend every month. So to be fair, if it didn't pop up when I'm searching the web on little ads, I won't see it. I keep forgetting I don't get ads on YouTube anymore. Epic Vids, where we got here? Epic Vids 8. AMC already toned down the rape that the governor did in the comics. Why would they not include the aspect of the whispers? Seems likely. Well, here's the thing, and this is my argument. And listen up: the governor actually rapes Michonne, right? We see it, you know, and it's long, it's drawn out. He actually rapes her. In the comics, no one actually gets raped in the Whisper storyline on screen. We hear about it in one sentence, maybe 2-3 sentences at the most. The worst it gets is Negan seeing somebody yelling on the ground fully clothed. That is the absolute worst it gets. It worked for the comic. You can do that for the show. They don't need to have somebody actually raped to let us know what they do in that community. Just do the same thing. We hear the girl talk about how they act, and you don't need to tone that down, you know? And that's what I'm saying about the difference between the governor and the group, because the governor actually did it. I do believe the junkyard people need to die. I do too, you know? I think Daryl will take a part of Carl's storyline, the stuff with Negan in the cell, and Carl would go down and talk to him or listen to him talk since Daryl was in the cell himself. He might. I can see them doing something like that. A different version of it. What's going on, Ronnie? When is Doomsday Kingdom issue 2, the Signature Series, going to be available? Same time as issue 2 and issue 3. And we're shooting for around March, but we're going to update you guys as it rolls out. I'm actually going to get an advanced printed copy of issue 2, which is going to be exciting. Should be within the next 2 weeks. Maybe by the Whispers, the show will move to HBO. There's no way. There's no way. Imagine you have something that is making you millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars every year. Would you give it to a different person? Would you give it to me? You know? Would you sell it to me? You'd make me pay you out the ass for it. HBO is never getting The Walking Dead. AMC owns it. They're never giving that up. No episode was worse than the Carl was almost raped. I don't think it could get worse, and that was a damn good episode acting wise. Yeah, that's a scene that has more, you know, rape than anything they do in the Whispers, pretty much. Again, in the comic book, you only get panels though, so when the girl's on the ground, obviously for the show, it'd be guys, you know, trying to hold her down or whatever, and then Negan interrupts, but you know, they did the Davey creepy scene. He was going to try to rape Sasha. That's even more detail, and they didn't cut that. There's more in that than there is in the Whispers rape stuff that we actually see. Jim Christo 6 said, Google happy on sci-fi. Oh, that's probably why I don't mess with anything on sci-fi. I don't know, it's the vibe of what they make. It always feels like cheap, low budget. I do hear sci-fi is stepping it up though, so I will check it out. Tom P. Nothing popped. Oh, there you are. Thanks for the SO, big fan. Thanks for the shout out, big fan. I live in Atlanta and The Walking Dead is our jam. I'm good friends with Daryl, stand-in, and other folks on the show. Get down here and go to a Walking Dead viewing party, bro. Keep it up. Listen, that's one thing I'm definitely trying to do in 2018. Absolutely. I'm one way or the other. One way or the other. I'm getting down to Atlanta. I just got to tweak a few things on the car, make sure there's going to be no problems, you know, getting there and back, and just making sure, you know, money-wise, I'm going to get that good. I'm one way or the other. I'm getting down there. We're going to make a video out of it, maybe even a live stream out of it. It's going to be a thing this year. One way or the other. I got to do it. Thank you very much for the super chats, everybody. They keep rolling in. Cthulhu. Now, this is a thing, right? Isn't this like a monster movie from back in the day? And I feel like I should know this and be able to pronounce this. Cthulhu. I'm going with that. In season 2, Shane told Rick he couldn't keep Lori and Carl safe. Looks like he was right. Laugh out loud. That's one good thing you could take out of the Carl stuff, because I do like that. Shane being right. I mean, that's a crushing blow. All right. Made by the Whisperers, the show. Okay, no episode is worse than. All right, let's scroll down here. Have you watched Bright? I haven't watched it yet. Don't forget the Terminus raping. Yeah, there was Terminus, you know, rape stuff. So speaking of Sasha, didn't it seem like Negan wanted her? Who wouldn't? She's hot. She is beautiful. She absolutely beautiful. Oh my god, I'm forgetting her name. Sneakla, isn't it? My god, stunning. Just absolutely stunning. I could never date or marry a girl like that. I'd stare at her all day long. She's just absolutely beautiful face. Just incredible. People complaining about petty shit, probably never seen Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad. I don't know what that's in reference to. It sucks that we never got a Carl Glenn scene. Something Ronnie. The only other thing I saw was mentioned using a mobile app for YouTube. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Walking Dead is a very toxic fan base. The people who don't like it or whatever they do can ruin it for others. Everything has a certain amount of fans that are toxic. Everything. Fortnite's a recent video game. I'm making a lot of videos. I have one. If you don't like Fortnite, I'm telling you, please watch the one video. It's a challenge video. Please watch that. I'm tweaking some more. It's not what I want it to be yet, so it might be another week or two before I can post it. Please watch that. It's going to be a Fortnite, a certain challenge. You'll see when it pops up. I think you'll get a kick out of that because it's a little satirical. Anyway, fans in Fortnite, I would say it's a good 60% are just the biggest pieces of shit in the world, and there's a 40% that are fucking cool as hell, you know? Every fan base has that. I mean, they are degenerates. Some of them, and I think it has to do with how difficult the game is, because you're playing real people and not computers, and these people who play this game, they played every freaking day for months and months and months, so you go into the game fresh, and they're just dying to kill fresh people. And everyone's desperate to get a kill. Like, you land, you don't even have a weapon yet, and for example, I see this one dude, he watches me land, and he's shooting at me so far away, and he knows I don't got a weapon, and I'm like, I don't even think he could reach me. And then I see him getting a gunfight, or somebody else is shooting at him. So you know what this guy does? He runs to, I see him running to me, a little dot, and I'm like, there's no way he's running to me. Why? He's getting shot at. This guy tried running to me to gun me down because I didn't have a gun, and he knew he'd kill me. And while someone else was running after him, gunning him down, instead of turning around and fighting and actually playing the game, you get a lot of that. There's a lot of other shit too. Like, there's fans in the, when you first start, there's all these weapons and you can practice, and fans will run around and grab all the weapons so you don't get any. And these are kids playing a game. They're trying to enjoy the game, and these are probably like grown-ass men who are doing this shit. Like, I wish I could find people like that and just punch them in the face. If you're a grown-ass dude, meet me at a convention or something. These are kids trying to play the game, and you're just being a degenerate. But yeah, Walking Dead has shitty fans. So does everyone. So does everyone, you know? Game of Thrones has some shitty fans. Pronounce something wrong. Pronounce someone's name wrong. In my reviews, I started doing it so much just to be a dick, because, my God, get it wrong, and they will come at your throat. How are you doing? Red Elastic asks. I'm doing pretty good. Alyssa Jet. I gotta make sure I get that right. I keep wanting to say Alyssa Jet. Thank you very much for the super chat. I hope you're right about Rick not having leg Negan issues. I really hope that's the case, because we don't have time for that. Maybe Daryl could take that storyline. It could be fun working with the Kane. I didn't think of that. I don't think we discussed that. That might be good to have Daryl take that. I think that would be good. That would add an interesting... we don't need that for Rick, but I think that would add an interesting dynamic to Daryl. I think that really would. Daryl being a person who is somebody who, you know, if something's going to get done, he has to do it. He has that confidence. He's not going to ask for help. He's going to be stubborn, hard-headed. Imagine having something where he might have to rely on people for certain things. I think that might, I don't know. I think that might be a cool aspect or something cool to play around with. Jim Christos. I screwed that up, I bet. Please Google and react to a trailer now, not trying to demand. You will like it. It's Sin City mixed with Cool World mixed with The Shields. And now, I don't know if you're talking about Bright or Happy. Let me know which one you're talking about. Unfortunately, though, I can't do it live, you know, because it would crash the live stream. So And I'm working on getting better internet, and we'll do that in May, I think, because I might be moving again. So, Crimson Vusad. What are your thoughts on a post-apocalyptic survival nuclear war story with personal and external conflicts? I was never a fan of the nuclear stuff. However, if it's a good story, you know, I'm anything apocalyptic, I'm good. I'm good, you know. I'm interested. Vito says, I downloaded Fortnite and deleted it in 5 minutes. Yes, I hear that so much. Oh my God, 90% of people I talk to, they are like, you know, it has such a fun and addictive setup, but you're playing with people who take it way too fucking serious, and they've played the shit for months now, and they're like, you know, Fortnite gods, and it's like I can't compete with a 12-year-old who can sit. I got work to do. I got a kid to take care of. I can't play this fucking game 20 hours a day and compete with a little kid, you know. I'll be the first one to say it. I can't compete with the kids. I got a life, you know, outside of the video game. You're competing with little kids who can play the game all day. You're competing with people like YouTubers who get paid to play the game. And Epic is doing it right. The company that owns Fortnite. Almost every YouTuber I click on to see a Fortnite video, to see what the game's about, they are sponsored by Epic. Almost all of them. So you're going to get almost no negative videos about Fortnite. They're doing it right. They're just buying everybody, you know. No one who's sponsored by Fortnite's going to talk shit on it. But yes, Fortnite it desperately needs either a training hall or give people a world to go in and they can build and practice with the guns. Just give them a map without other players. Let them go into it. I don't know why that would be so difficult. I don't know why you can't do that. And I better not hear other people bitch and complain, oh, that's not fair, because then you could practice. Get the fuck out of here. You assholes been playing the game for, you know, 5-6 months now, every friggin' day. At least give some of these other people, especially the kids, man. My daughter loves the game. She gets frustrated, though, because she's only 8. You know, she gets kills, though. Every single game, she gets at least 2 or 3 kills. I got to give it to her. You know, she gets it in. But she can't keep up, you know. People are just too good. What is this? Is this the old one? Okay. Making sure. Hold on. We got somebody with a super chat I might have missed. Do you think the... okay. Hold on. Okay, Epic Vids 8 with a $5 super chat said, you should get a YouTube Red original series. You could write something way better than the crap out there. I want to. I have. And I know it's like, okay, I'm doing a Doomsday Kingdom, and I know we got The Walking Dead and everything, but there's still this little idea I wanted to do with snow and zombies. A YouTube Red original series. Let's do 4 episodes, snow and zombies, little town. Let's, you know, do that shit. I don't know what I have to do as far as building this channel. If YouTube told me straight up, like, listen, you hit 500,000 subscribers and we'll see. Or you hit 1 million. I've never, you know, actively tried to work towards 1 million. I'm good, you know. I'm good with what I got. 200,000, 300,000 whenever we get there. I'm good with that. I can make this work, you know. But if they came out and said, listen, you can do the zombie shit on YouTube Red, I'd work towards that goal in a heartbeat. Tomorrow I'd be putting out some clickbait shit like a motherfucker, you know? And not like dirty clickbait, annoying clickbait. Like, you wouldn't believe what happened to me in the line, and it would be something stupid, you know? I don't know what to do here. Listen, I love Philip DeFranco, but my God, he's the king of annoyingly stupid clickbait. It's like, I don't know what to say about this. And it's just something silly they did in The Office. I got to stick with his news shows. I can't do the clickbait shit. I just can't. And it's weird. It's not clickbait, but I don't know. It's one of those gray areas. It's not clickbait, but it's those weird titles where you will not believe who came into the office today, or I cannot believe that just happened, or what she did blew my mind, you know? And it's like, she spilled your coffee, bro. What the fuck? That didn't really happen. No one spilled the coffee. I'm just saying. I don't watch them, so I don't know what the fuck happened. Angela King will definitely clean up dialogue issues, even in the Notorious Still. The yelling match between Daryl and Beth was realistic and gripping. The lack of plot on structure / Gimple. We will see. I'm giving out hope. That's another touchy issue. There was some asshole, and I'm going to say it, an asshole, who was giving me shit on Twitter saying I'm trashing Angela King. You find those clips, send them to me. Post them. You know, make an exposed video. And I will say it here, I still have worry, you know, because she's done some videos or episodes I didn't enjoy. But I did say it. I said, let's see what she's got. And I do feel like with the first episode, or maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes, I will know if she works or she doesn't work for me personally as a showrunner. That's not trashing a showrunner. So I take offense to that. That's bullshit. Don't put words in my mouth. If I want to trash somebody, I'll fucking trash them. What are we at? What are we at? We got ZFR Entertainment. Hey Ronnie, I'm working on my own comic story at the moment. Do you have any tips for someone who's just starting out? Well, this is tricky. What do you need the tips for? I mean, is it, you know, actually sitting down, motivating yourself? Is it story-wise? Is it this? I'm gonna pick one and stay story-wise, because as far as tips, it's unlimited. There's so many different tips you could do. But as far as strictly story-wise, look at what you enjoy. Look at my Blu-ray shelf. I'm going to scroll through, and when I find a movie I really enjoyed, why did you enjoy it? What was it? Was it the characters? Was it this or this and this? You know, look at that. And then whatever you're working on, if it's a certain genre, what do you want from it? What would be something that's unique? What would be something that is maybe cliche or a trope that is necessary, but you can freshen it up a bit? Look at it like that. But the most important, the absolute most important, is what would you like to see? What would entertain you as a viewer, as a fan, sitting down, watching or reading that? You know what I'm saying? That's the absolute best thing. First thing. My thoughts are that which we're thinking on Rick's part. I think, yeah, okay, let's check out these. Zach Mushara. I hope I got that right. $5 super chat. Can only stop in for a sec, but keep up the good work, man. I really appreciate that support, Zach. Appreciate that. Come back and check out the live stream when it's all said and done. Wait, I saw Doomsday Kingdom one. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Elisa Jet, $10 super chat. All I do is work anymore, and since I drive all night for a living, I take you and the entire Mapp family with me everywhere I go. Thanks a bunch for being there. Now that is awesome. I really do appreciate that. I hope you check out some of the game and stuff coming up. I know some of it might, yeah, I don't know. I'm working on it to be a little more comedic, but I don't want it to be a forced comedy, so I'm tweaking some things behind the scenes. So some things are working, some things aren't working. But there's some really funny ones that I want to. And those ones, once I find my right flow, I'm going to stick more with those more funny ones. But definitely check out the Fortnite Challenge one coming up. It should be a shorter video, but I think it's pretty funny. And do you think one of the uncensored fucks used this season will be the baseball bat to gunfight fucker line? And that's a rough one. I think it's possible, but they've already went past that technically, where it would be in the story. But I think we might get something from Rick. If we don't get Rick saying the F-bomb, Gimple, what the fuck you doing, bro? I mean, Lord have mercy. And it better not be Daryl. Daryl got one in Season 5 in Consumed. Rick better get one. He got one in a deleted scene in Season 7, but he should have had uncensored F-bomb. Tammy says, I'm withdrawing from Doomsday Kingdom. I need new comics today. Listen, trust me, we can't wait. We absolutely can't wait to be doing it full time. That is something, and in a minute we're going to get to the channel update. That is something that I'm saying, you know what, I might just take a chance and we're going to work towards for real, doing whatever we need to do to make it where I can work on the channel and the comic full time. And then the artist James Milne can work on the comic full time. Obviously, he'll have side projects with writing and stuff like that. But we're going to look at a realistic timeline to do that. Hopefully, within the next few months, work towards that. But it's rough. I mean, the climate out there, especially on YouTube. I mean, we need to branch out a little bit and figure some things out, but we might be able to make it work. We're going to figure it out. But listen, if he could work on it full time, we're talking like clockwork, let's say every other month with the Doomsday Kingdom comic. And we're also reaching out to a couple publishers because depending on sales, issue 2 and 3, it might be more than we can handle. It might be more orders than we can handle. It depends. Maybe we had a lot of people order 1, and because issue 1's always the most popular, so maybe we only have half order issue 2 and 3. We might be able to rock with that. You know what I mean? But if we get too big, we might just reach out to Image or somebody, Skybound or something. Fora de Hora, do you think the cast is too big for a character-driven story? Characters aren't receiving a proper arc, and that's one of the reasons why this season has been a mess, in my opinion. I would say yes and no. You can do character-driven stuff with a big cast. Just stop focusing on some of the supporting characters. Yes, you're gonna have characters that are just supporting. You don't have to have a big, impactful role for them. Just give them what little bit they got and keep it moving. Every character doesn't have to break our hearts when they go. That's not how it is at all. Raiders Cat. But I know some fans need to just fall the fuck back, because a lot of times you'll hear fans go. Sometimes it's the same fans. They'll be like, oh, you're focusing on this character. I don't give a fuck about this character. And then when Walking Dead actually just kills some random character, you're like, was I supposed to care? You never showed him any. It's like, motherfucker, you realize that is a contradiction? You hypocritical son of a bitch. So I think fans who do that, not all fans, but some fans who do that, you need to put yourself in check. Like, Lord have fucking mercy. That is a contradiction. I lost my train of thought. Hold on. I've seen Halloween movie franchise, ? Are you interested in seeing the new one coming out? Listen, I love horror. It's my horror, sci-fi, my all-time favorite genre. I'm going to be interested, but I have no faith in Hollywood. It's going to be full of jump scares and bullshit. I'm hoping I'm wrong. What do you want to see next short, like the Red Machete, be about? The next short? Do one about Lucille. Hell yeah. Nah, keep the junkyard as a junkyard. We will be rebuilding society. Need a place to put all the destroyed homes. Hell yeah. Create till death. How do you determine the best medium to fit the story you want to tell? Comic versus movie versus novel versus show. Well, the first thing to do is what you can do. I can't make a movie. I mean, and let's be honest. I know a lot of people like to get, it has to be organic and create. I can't do a movie. If I could do a movie, I'd do a movie. Straight up. Let's see. Novel. Sure, it would work in a novel. TV series, can't do a TV series. So we have a comic and a novel. Couldn't do a comic before because I can't draw. So it's a novel. Novel's the only thing I can do. See how that's logical. But I found an artist. And the reason why I'm picking a comic over a novel out of the only 2 options I could do. I can't do a movie, can't do a show. The reason I'm picking a comic over a novel is because the comic has that imagery. And Doomsday Kingdom, I feel, deserves the images being shown. Imagine the writer getting an explanation of that as opposed to seeing it, and that's just a small example. With the zombies and the gore factor, I think it does the material justice to be visual as well as reading it. That's why I went with the comic over the novel. As far as what medium would it fit, I think that's where you look at the story as a whole. Like fitting The Walking Dead into a movie, that might be hard. I mean, Doomsday Kingdom has an end. The Walking Dead's kind of like, let's follow this, this guy's journey forever. Well, my story you could do in maybe 4 movies, right? Maybe 5 movies. It's a long story, but it has an end. It would fit in there. It might even fit in a TV show, but it has to end. It can't be like AMC where they say, we're going to go on for 20 years. You could do a spin-off. It's completely different, but the original show has to end. So I would say it's based on the story that's what is going to determine what fits the medium the best. But you have to look at the logistics too. That has to fit, you know. Epic Vids, screw Hollywood, support independent creators. I agree with that, and that's one thing. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to create Mapp and create our own projects. Obviously, it's not going to be Hollywood style projects, but keep this into perspective, right? If we did Doomsday Kingdom and it succeeded as a comic, and then I can write and sell a script, and then we can start building Mapp, and I could do maybe a short and that picks up, we can do our own thing. We don't need to have blockbusters to make entertaining movies and shows and stuff. We can do our own independent stuff here on Mapp that doesn't ever see wide theater releases that are still incredible movies. I think that's a goal I'm working towards. I think that would be fantastic. Wait, what do we got here? We got Zach said Mega Dr. Dre with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. The Morgan crossover, is that before or after Eastman? It's after 100%, because we see Morgan with the stuff, the staff and the pointed end and all that. So dude guys, I'm sorry, Eastman's staff, the one with the curved handle, that is the giveaway that confirms it's after Eastman. Dude guys, F-bomb, question mark, we need the exact last page of All Out War. Andrew Lincoln looks at Negan and says, you're gonna die, and old man Negan, you're fucked. I'd be fine with that. Jeff 1990, $2 super chat. What do you think Carl's final words will be? Probably just Dad, I love you, something like that. I think it's the letter is what's going to really shape Rick later on, or really make him think about it the most, the words in his letter. Epic Vids 8, screw Hollywood. Okay, and we're caught up now with the super chat. All right, let's try to catch up with these comments here. Hey Ronnie, will you be doing any more interviews with any Walking Dead cast members anytime soon, or was that a one-time thing? No, we will be doing more. I should probably start reaching out now and get rolling. We're gonna get into the update stuff here in a second, but I really wanted to get the ball rolling with the daily videos, and it's going to be like a 2-3 month thing. I'm hoping by March we're set and good and established, and we have a schedule. Once, like, if we were in that phase right now, it would be a lot easier for me to call someone up or message them on social media and be like, I have an opening here, let's do this, and then that way I'll post it then. So I'm working towards that being a structured, I'm working towards being structured. Instead of, right now it's like whatever I can do I get done and post. What is Walking Dead's theme? Has it changed since 6x10? Walking Dead's theme, I don't know if you mean like the franchise overall. It's always survival. It's always going to be that survival and theme. I think you mean because each season has the themes between each the theme. 610. Why would you pick 610? Season 610. What was? That's a weird one to pick. You got me confused there. 6x10. Yeah, you got me confused there. What is the theme? I think the theme for just this half is that's it, just fighting back against 610. You got me there. I don't know. I feel like I should know that. I'm at a complete loss. I don't know why. I'm assuming you picked season 6, episode 10. I'm at a complete loss. Maybe I feel like I should know that though. But yeah, this is just simply fighting back. I don't think we need, and I think that's part of the problem. We don't need a deep philosophical theme for this half of the season. You got a bad guy who's stomping down on your throat. You need to fight back. End of story. Are you interested in the new God of War? It looks really fucking good. I might be. I never really was before, but I might be. Oh, I know. I watched Better Call Saul. Love my Gus. Did you ever get around to checking out Taboo? No, not yet. Not yet. It was really the one who ate Morgan's last peanut butter. What a dickhead he is. Off on the wild cells. Play dickhead characters. Do pilots for you for free. Ronnie, I do a pilot episode for you for free. What are you offering? What are you offering? What are you offering? Lisa Jet, do you think our group knows Father Gabriel is alive? I think they're holding out hope that he is. Curious what they think of Negan for putting him in doctor's care instead of killing him. I think, great point. I think they're going to bring that up. I think Either Rick or someone else will bring that up and say, listen, Negan's had a couple opportunities, even though he's, done some shit. He's also had some opportunities where he could have killed us and he didn't. We need to be better than him. And that would fit something similar, I believe, almost exactly what they did with the comic book. So that's the direction they can also go. Carl, I'm Batman. Yeah, he did a Batman impersonation. I don't know what the fuck that was. Rob G, $5 super chat. How devastated do you think it would be if Daryl was a part of the events of Compendium 3's ending? Or what if they do more main characters? That shit's crazy. Compendium 3's ending. I don't know where Compendium 3 ended. I think you... I know what you mean now. I know what you mean now. With the new beginning and the border wall and all that. I think that would be crazy. That would be insane. I don't think they'd ever do that in a million years, though, but I think that would be nuts. TV show fans would lose their frickin' minds. Mega Dr. Dre, will TV Jesus be more badass in season 9? Oh my god, I hope so. I really hope they don't cut, his interactions with the Whispers and his closeness with Maggie. I hope they don't cut that. I hope they don't. I like that a lot. Rusty Shackleford says, hey Ronnie, do you plan on covering any other comics? Probably not. I do plan on, and I do want to do mini videos. Just, here's a comic I read that's a good story. I do want to start doing that. Not big, long, edited videos or reviews. If you guys something you guys would like, some of you, let me know, because those are ones we could post where I just pop open the cell phone. Here's a comic. I'm really interested in the artwork, the story, da-da-da. This issue is the new recent one. Here's a little bit about the story. And then I could just post it right from the phone. That is something that is going to be involved in the new update that we're doing. If those catch on, I'll continue to do them. If they don't, I'll probably just fall back and talk about comics, here and there, only for the main ones, Alright, what do we got? Good night, Johnny Raincloud. Have a good night. Will the Whisper War have a major death in the show? I think so. I think it should have a few major deaths. There's no excuse for killing Carl at all. Once All Out War is over, I'm not watching the show anymore. I'm sure there's a handful that feel that way. Fora De Hora says, I mean, every show has a unique theme from beginning to end. The quality of the show depends on the depth of that theme and how it's represented. Props to Darabont. The theme was clear back then. I don't think the theme should have ever changed. I mean, you had sub-themes, you had the family and the unity and a man trying to find his family. That was such a small theme, though. That's done in, 3 episodes? And I mean ruined in 3 episodes. Not ruined. I mean, it was a great idea. I loved it. I don't think they should have changed anything. That theme changes. It's mainly about survival and how it changes you. This world now and the choices you make and the person you become in this world. Not only young and grown in this world, but also, conditioned in the old world. How you react and how you change in the new during that survival. That theme can run its course still to this day. It doesn't need to change. The Whisper of War has a major death in the show. Comics. Oh, I already read that one. Do you think Rick and Michonne will have a kid? Probably not. Rob Gagnon. Hey Ronnie, in one of the best past episodes of Season 8, Carol gets into an argument with the little kid from the kingdom. That takes no shits, laugh out loud. Do you think he could get Carl's future story? Yo, I wrote that down. There was someone else who asked that. And I don't know why this is even a thing. I will be straight up honest with you. I don't know why this is even a thing. Number one, why in the world would you kill Carl just to give it to some random, I don't understand why. Unless they know the future and this kid is like some crazy, insane actor. Even still, where's the connection and why? Like, I just can't fathom the why. I would have to say no. There's no way that's going to happen. It just flat out doesn't make any sense, Muse says, Ethan, I've been spamming that, but thank you for bringing that up. You've been spamming that question. I don't know what you're talking about. But thank you for bringing that up, because like I said, a couple people brought that up, and I don't know why it's a thing. I can see that being a clickbait video that somebody posted, and that's it, just to get clicks. Watermelon Monsters. Has Jesus been gay yet? Yeah, that's confirmed. That's already out. I wish they showed Jesus kicking those grenades back over the fence like he did in the comics. That was bad. And I disagree. I think that was a comic thing. Definitely not in the show. That would look kind of stupid. You're not kicking a grenade. If he caught a grenade and chucked it, I'm all for that, you know? Dude, guys, she's saying the closer TV show that spent more time together earlier. Wait, Jesus. Show this one more time. Well, it could be. It could be. Doomsday Kingdom fan community. Not sure if you touched on it yet. Just started watching, but some of the stuff James is working on is badass. Also, you read the new issue of Southern Bastards yet? Yes, I do like Southern Bastards. It started to get a little iffy there, but if you're interested in comic books, I do want to make a video on Southern Bastards. I already did one video. I want to do another one. I did a video a while back. Southern Bastards, the first volume, is probably one of the best stories in a comic book I've ever read. The first volume. It does kind of drag out a little bit after that, but it's starting to really pick back up, and I do really enjoy it. And yes, James is working on some awesome stuff for Doomsday Kingdom. He's got a little anime thing that's like a minute long. Doomsday Kingdom brought to life in a little like animated clip. It's about 1 minute with voice acting and stuff. It's going to be pretty freaking incredible. He has artwork, this poster of the feeding post thing. Matter of fact, hold on. Hold your shit right now. Hold the fuck on. I can show you guys a little sneak peek of that. Hold on. Let me show you the good one, because there is a good one. You guys will like it. Hold on, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Here's a sneak peek of this. Oh my god, it's gonna be freaking epic. Mega Dr. Dre, $10 super chat. Thank you very much for the support. Oh my god, this is sexy. He says, do you like Rosita? Not really. I think she's more badass than the comics. Season 7 was her season. I don't know. Rosita's a tricky one. Sometimes I just feel like I don't know why she's still in it. But then there's some times where she does small things that's badass. Like when she fights the Saviors, when when Denise gets killed, or when she takes that guy out on the motorcycle. I mean, she's instant. She's right, you know, she doesn't even hesitate. There's scenes where I'm like, okay, that's badass, you know. You have another one where you said, wait, it was, oh, 2 to $10 super chats right in a row. Thank you very much. I know Rosita was kind of bitchy, but with good writing, her character can really take in season 9 and beyond. They can. I think the actress can pull it through. I think it was part of Rosita's character and some of her bitchiness that rubbed me the wrong way, and I kind of blamed it on the actress a bit, but I'll tell you right now, well, there's a couple things the actress did that just was like, what? But I'll tell you right now, I think she can handle it. I really do. I think she has shown improved. All right, here's a little preview. Doomsday Kingdom. Check this out. Let me cut off my screen here. Boom. Look at this artwork out. This is going to be a poster. Megapath presents Doomsday Kingdom, the feeding post. This right here. Oh, my God. Can you see that? Oh, my God. Look how gorgeous that is up close. Oh, my God. He did this in something called Procreate, I believe. Just incredible. Just incredible. I love this. I love that so much. This is going to be like a fold-out poster. Webcam. Boom. There we go. Yeah, I love that so much. Absolutely love that. We got some great shit coming up with the feeding post. I don't know if I could show this other thing. Maybe I could, I guess. No, that's something else. I don't have the clip, but you guys will see it. You guys will see it. Alright. Thank you very much, Mega Dr. Dre. Epic Vid said, I missed your super chat. Well, let's go back and check it out. Let's see where it's at. Let's see where it's at. Oh, there we go. Epic Vids 8. When do you think we get new Last of Us trailer? Jeez, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I really think people were right and we're not getting Last of Us until 2019, which sucks. I honestly thought they were secretly working on it for at least a year and a half, 2 years. So I thought we would for real get it in 2018, but here they were working on it secretly, but it was only the trailer, the first trailer we got. They were working on that. I think they said a year and a half before. So I don't know. I think we'll get another trailer. The next big gaming convention, whenever that is. I don't keep up with them. Let's say 4 months from now, give or take. Ronnie, do you think Lenny James took a bad decision going to The Walking Dead? It's a smaller show, and I don't think he really had a choice, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think he really had a choice. Yeah, Rosita's supposed to be bitchy, but I think it's overkill. You know, especially with the Sasha shit, some of the, I don't know. And I do think the filming of some of it is a little bit inconsistent. Like Rosita gets a cut on her face, and her and Sasha share that little moment. You can't have Sasha bitchy there, because that's like a rising up. The people are coming together. The next episode, she's just like, fuck you talking to me for? There's some consistency issues there, which just made it a little too bitchy, you know? I think Rosita's head will look good on a post. I'm calling it Rosita's ego. So pretty and Lenny. What else we got? Yeah, but kind of actually. Yes, Carol's cookies. I do agree with them. You say stretching. I don't think there's any need to stretch the story out. Negan's storyline should have been 2 seasons. With him showing up and then all-out war, I think it would be too ridiculous. Imagine Big Bad Negan showing up for a season. He shows up, you know, he rules over them, and then they have all-out war. That's way too short. Just way too short. Strongly disagree. I think 2 seasons is good. Looks crisp and cool as fuck. Raiders Cat. I agree for the 3rd time, Ronnie. Rosita has great moments throughout the series. Season 5, Rosita was reasonable and sided with Rick at times over Abe. One of my favorite moments is when Abe and Rosita see DC. Yeah. Poster looks badass, Ronnie. Thank you very much. Thank James, actually. He did all that. Plus, Rosita's actress is hot, says Meg Dr. Dre. Yeah, she's definitely pretty. Last was The Walking Dead. Do you think, do you like Mexican food? Some of it, yeah. I like quesadillas. I really like quesadillas. Good luck finding a restaurant that doesn't just boil chicken and give you a whole fistful of fucking chicken all the time. I go to a Mexican restaurant, even the expensive ones. My fucking brother loves going to Mexican restaurants. Even some of the fancier ones, all the fucking time is the chicken shredded. And the silly bitch is always giving me an expression that's blanker than a fucking crash test dummy. And she's like, yeah, sure, it's fucking shredded chicken. And it's never. I open the fucking quesadilla and there's this fistful of chicken just staring back at me. And maybe it's got a couple cut marks with a knife. That ain't shredded chicken. How the fuck do you not know what shredded chicken is? Fucking bullshit. But yes, when a Mexican food is made right, I like it. And I don't mean Taco Bell. It's not fucking Mexican. I don't know what the hell that shit is. Some of it I like though. Rosita's actress is hot. Yeah, Sasha, I'm not saying it because of past resemblance. How would you like the final scene of episode 8 to play out? This is a tricky one. If we go into the new beginning, I don't know if I want that. I think the final scene. Let's see, final scene of episode 8. I don't know. Give me a few minutes to think about it. I don't know. I don't know. I was going to say something about it being over and the communities coming together, but hey, we kind of got that ending with season 7. So now I don't know. And I don't want to hint to the whispers. That ruins the reveal completely. If we get something super subtle, you know, that might be pretty cool. Or maybe the final scene of season 8 would be, you know, it would be really cool actually to have the final scene of season 8 be where Negan is done, you know, the people are coming together, and then you pan out and you have the music playing, and then the music gets drearier, and then you would show a whole herd of zombies, and they're reaching up, and there's like a container unit, you know, and as you peer up, just kind of reenact the cover in a way, not exactly, but a little bit of the cover, and have Magna with her people on top of the thing, and having the zombies come, you know, reaching up, and just rise the camera up a little bit and settle on Magna. I think I'm happy with a little introduction like that for an ending. I think that's like a subtle, it's not really a cliffhanger, but it kind of is one that I'm happy with. And it's soft enough where it's not like forcing it. It's kind of like, look, we got something new coming up, but it's not forcing like, oh my God, what happened, you know? Because we would already have that with the way it ends. No, I think they need to do something a little better than that. Hold on, let me think more. Wait, 2018 is crowded with games of all goodness. I hope so. Red Dead Redemption. Oh my God, yeah, I do want to see that. That Doomsday Kingdom artwork looks insane. James is a talented dude. Yeah, he's got some cool shit planned out. Can't wait for more Outlast videos. Ronnie Hayes jump scares for the win. Yeah, they do it with the music, bro. They kill you. All right, we gotta. Let me see what time we're at. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. It's getting late. Q&A, Ronnie, what do you think the reason why the main characters of Fear the Walking Dead has such oh, no. Okay, so Stormy Swords says, do you think the reason why the main characters of Fear the Walking Dead have such tedious, subpar storylines is because AMC never truly had it in mind to keep it as a show that will stand on its own? No, I think they really believed it was going to stand on its own. It started failing, so, and I honestly believe the crossover is plan B. You know, it's we need an emergency, you know, saving of Fear the Walking Dead. It's not doing anywhere what they wanted it to do. Bloodshed, are you going to play Days Gone? Yes, I am. Now I want to see Ronnie do a food review. It would be comedy gold. Oh, I don't know if I'm big on that. I can't stand the sound of people chewing. It literally drives me homicidal. So I don't want to put that on anybody. Rob G, you looking forward to the new season of Westworld? Yes, in a way, yes, definitely. I'm not like, oh my God, it's the next big thing, but I am enjoying it. You know, definitely. What do we got, Ronnie? Ronnie, have you watched Dark on Netflix? I watched one episode. To be honest, it's not gripping me. It's not I mean, I watched it. It was like, okay, that's interesting, but nothing has like pulled me to watch the rest. I do want to keep up with it because it might get better, but yeah, that's it. I honestly feel like Rosita's story could have been complete by season 9, though it took years later. Calm down. What else we got here? Devious J says, what's up with my man Heath? He's gonna come back. Do you think the Whisperers got him? I don't know if that would make any sense. You know, do you think they'll just replace Carl meeting Lydia with Heath and they'll age Lydia up to fit the story? I don't think any of that would make sense. I think we're gonna get Heath back, and it'll be explained later with some other group. Kayla Broad, do you think the brother of Rick is going to be in the show? I don't think the brother of Rick is going to be in the show. That was a comic book thing. It shouldn't be in the show. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's anything good that'll come out of that. There's just no reason for that. Wait, Raiders Cat. How would you introduce the Whisperers, and what character would you have first has a run in with them? I was thinking about this the other day. I really dig the comic book way it was introduced. However, I was thinking about this. Should it be characters we already know? You know, should we follow a character out there we already know? But my introduction, or I feel like the perfect introduction, has to be atmospheric. Keep that pouring down rain. Have atmospheric. Have one of them get injured and stay with them. I mean, absolutely stay with them. Injured, you get the zombies. Keep it slow and build the tension. Here's people who were on a horse. The horse fell down. One person hurt his leg. the other guy, zombies don't get tired. You know, the other guy is carrying them through the mud. They even fall down. They're getting muddy. Zombies are getting even closer. And then there's that hill. I want them to reenact that cover where they slide down a hill and they kind of are resting a moment with their backs against it. And you got the herd coming up. And I want them to talk as if like, I don't know how we're not losing these zombies. It's like there's a magnet attracted to us, or not that's terrible, not a magnet, but it's like they're following us, you know, it's like they're hunting us down. Hint at it that there's something there. It's different than a herd. We can't lose this herd, yada yada yada. And then have them start to get away and think they're in the clear, and here's the zombies coming again, slow and methodical with this scene. And when it came to the point where you got the reveal, I'm thinking, should it be similar to the comic where it was off screen, you know? And then you had him say it, like almost, oh wait, hold on. Why are you doing this now? There's nothing going on. What in the world are you doing, computer? Hold on. Live dashboard. Are we back yet? Guys, is it lagging for you? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that atmospheric. Is it lagging for you guys? It said the video output is in the red. Yeah, I don't see any lag though. Alright, we're back to live. I don't know what the hell happened there. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there. Alyssa Jet, I love you, hon. Alyssa Jet, sorry. I keep wanting to say that. There's no way Troy's still alive. There's no way. She cracked his skull open, and then he drowned. There's just no way. I think Troy should have lived. I think he should have kept going. I honestly do, but I just don't think he's gonna make it out of that. All right, it's good now. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here though. I do want to, if anyone's getting any lag, refresh your screen because we are good now. Before we do lose any more reception, I do want to, yeah, I covered the super chat, right? Yes, I covered the super chats. If there's any, I don't think I missed any now, but as far as the update coming, you guys let me know how many fans here are interested in the Mapp gaming. We do have a little good section of that. There's about, I don't know, I would say around 2,000 to 3,000 consistent viewers for the gaming content that I know of now. The idea here with the new update, the idea here is to roll out some of these gaming videos I've been working on. The big problem is I got the idea, it was kind of an impulsive thing, to do it with Fortnite, and I started doing it. I did not know they were going to make a new map, and this new map is a big deal, and it got me thinking, should I condense the Fortnite videos I already have started and then start coming out with new ones on the new map? I already scrapped a couple, like the challenge video. I scrapped the old footage and I'm doing new footage, and I'm going to do it on the new map. I think that'll just fit better. As far as that, so we're going to roll out with that. Now there's going to be a bunch of them back to back, because as we're rolling out with, let's say I have 5 Fortnite videos 5 days in a row, as those are already done, posting one, then one, then one, I'm going to be working on, let's say, a Walking Dead video, and then let's say, I know the Outlast is live. The Last of Us might not be live, but it most likely will be. So the live videos will be scheduled at a certain day and between a certain time. But I'll start to be able, after a good month or two, and these are daily videos between the gaming and this, and the normal stuff too with the live streams and all that. As they're rolling out, in a couple months, I'll be able to post a schedule. Monday is Fortnite, Tuesday is Outlast, as far as this week. So we will be opening up the Make a Path Presents website. We already have it, we just don't have it up and running. Or I could just simply use the Facebook or Twitter for now. You guys let me know what you think is best. The YouTube has the community tab now. So each week I can start posting the schedule. And again, this is coming up. You're not going to find the schedule, tomorrow. This is coming up probably around March. I'm hoping we can start posting schedules on the YouTube feed in the community tab. And this way I'll even, for the interviews or the comic cover videos, or the analyzed videos, I'll be able to tell you what day it's going to be on, even what time it's going to be on. And that's another part of the update. I wanted to test out every day at, let's say, 6 p.m. That's when I upload the video. So if there was some new information released for The Walking Dead, or if there was some, just anything, if the video's coming out, it's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that way, wherever you are at, you always have a video at that or around about that specific time. Let's say for you it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon, or unfortunately for some people it's going to be 2 a.m. in the morning. But when you wake up at 8 or 9 a.m., I'm going to have a fresh video. I think that would help in a huge way. Having a set time, no matter what. Like even if the video is done and I have the video, I'm not just, because right now I just randomly, whenever it's done, I post a video. Right now it's going to be like whenever it's done, it's going to be at 6 p.m. every day. I think we'll practice with 6 p.m. at first, either 6 or 7. You guys let me know if that'll work better. I feel like that will work real good. So keep in mind, eventually we're going to have 6 p.m. every single day, daily, Monday through Friday. Because keep in mind, Saturday's you might get a video, but it's like the day off. And then Sunday is, every Sunday night we have the live weekly, the Mapp live weekly. And then that Monday through Friday, you'll have the set time, the set schedule eventually. So you can look at it and be like, okay, we got some gaming stuff, we got a Walking Dead video. And then obviously, if there's any, I don't know, any insane news that just broke and we need to talk about it now, yes, I might post up and say we're going to discuss this in about an hour or two. Bob Dylan says, this is a theory, but I think The Walking Dead is revamping the show with young characters like Jerry, Cindy, Eduardo, etc. They are going younger. That might be the future. I don't know about that. I mean, we're always going to have, actors of all different ranges and ages, No, Carl's not bit by a whisper. Nope, Morgan needs to be nerfed too. 2 out of 10 to my personalities, IGN. Oh, jeez. Night, Stormy. All right, yeah, night, everyone who's out. We're actually about to shut it down. Get any last-minute questions in now. The show has serious character and dialogue issues. Yeah. But yeah, Morgan dies. I quit. Sorry. Thanks for answering all my questions over the last couple of streams. It's been an awesome experience. Awesome. Thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with us. Jermaine Evans. By you being creative, does it make you not enjoy The Walking Dead as much? This is a tricky one, because there's a way I'm going to answer this and sound like the biggest asshole in the world. I think maybe if I wasn't interested in telling stories, because at the end of the day, whether it's comic books or novels or whatever, ever since I was little to now, I've always loved the idea of interesting stories. And that's whether Hollywood does it or I do it. I always look at what they did, and especially if it didn't work for me, and I look at how it could have worked for me or how I could have enjoyed it. And when I do enjoy it, I look at like why I enjoyed it. What did they do to make me enjoy it? What was it specifically, and yada, yada, yada. And yes, I would have to say, because a lot of my focus as like a little hobby or something that I love to do is look at the creative side of things, storytelling mainly. A lot of times it's hard for me to just shut it off and be like, I love it for what it is. I mean, if I don't immediately enjoy it, I think that's probably the best way to say it. I don't watch something and think of how it should be done. Like Bone Tomahawk was a movie I constantly talk about that I seen it, loved it. I saw a little mini trailer and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. I love Kurt Russell, yada, yada, yada. And I put it in. I don't have expectations. I'm not watching it thinking, I want this to happen next as the story's building up. You'll get some thoughts that creep up in your head, but I just simply enjoyed it. You know what I mean? And then I look back on it. It's usually like that. I would have to say, being interested in the creative side, it doesn't affect my first viewing. It might affect my rewatch, you know? Like if I didn't enjoy something the first time, when I rewatch it, it'll be more of I'm more conscious about, you know, I didn't like it, so I'm looking into why. Well, what was it here? Was it the dialogue? Was it this? So it might affect my rewatchability. Nikki says, would you like the idea of Daryl being the leader of what's left of the Saviors and assimilating them with the survivors in season 9? I can't think of anything else for him to do. No, give him back what he had. Let Daryl go out and hunt for new people, you know. He liked that before, you know. You worried about getting the flu? No, I'm not worried about that. You did a map name. Where did the map name come from? I have a whole video on that. You can check it out. Mapp stands for Make a Path Presents. It's a cool thing though, because the acronym is Mapp, and a map is a map, you know. And Make a Path Presents is you don't just, you know, take any path. You make a path to take. So whatever you're gonna do, you got to get up and do it. You can't just wait, you know, for someone to say, here, walk on this path. Just go and do it. Fuck this storm down here in East Tennessee. What would happen if Carl was bit by a clicker on TV? He would die. Where's Shane told Rick he couldn't protect his family. You think that was planned? No, I don't. Being creative is a good thing, though. The Walking Dead should be better. If you can see it not living up to expectations, that means they can too. They got to put to sleep, I think. He got put to sleep, I think. Morgan being on fear is enough to make it good. No, it's possible. Shane's coming back in season 9. His intro, I told you I was a better man than you are, Rick. Carl died. Raise your gun. Yeah, all right. Good night, Melanie. Thanks for being... it's cool to chat with Party. Yeah, any mods bouncing out. I'm bouncing out in a minute or two. Thank you very much for coming by and helping out. Really appreciate the support. Makes it a lot easier. Shane couldn't protect himself. Yeah, Shane couldn't do shit. His opinion. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. Yeah, that is pretty true. Shane couldn't protect himself. It's just funny how he said that, and now you look at it, you know. Mega Dr. Dre with another super chat. You guys are definitely hooking it up with the support, saving the freaking day, saving the month with the super chats. I'll tell you that. Mega Dr. Dre, season 6-7 Carl is way different than season 8 Carl. Yes, and that's problematic. Just season 7 Carl into season 8 Carl, and we didn't get that character development where we go, okay, I get it now. Imagine Carol, right, killing Karen and David, you know, and then skip immediately to Carol leaving because she can't kill. You know what I'm saying? Even though you kind of get it, you're like, oh, there's a chunk missing there. That's how I see the Carl thing, and I'm waiting for them to explain that in the letter, you know. Damn clicker bite. Yeah, clicker bites are brutal, yo. Mega Dr. Dre, I think they killed Carl off because they thought he couldn't handle it acting wise. I don't know. That is possible, handling it acting wise. Also the pay, we don't know the issues there. There's a number of things. All I know is watching all the current seasons up until now, there's no signs until the new season that Carl's gonna die. Like, I didn't get any signs, anything at all, Like nothing, no hints. And there's even setup for Carl that doesn't, excuse me, there's a hiccup again, doesn't make any sense now. I don't know. So I'm real curious to see what that letter does. All right, let's shut her down. Let's shut her down. Favorite season of Dexter? I'm not even sure of the season, to be honest. It's up there probably in like season 2 or 3, maybe even season 1. I really loved Dexter when it first aired. I think it started to drag a bit, and the writing started to be a little more uninspired, you know. But I really liked Dexter at first. They could have hired an acting coach. You know, here's the problem though, and I said this before. We don't know how it was, but imagine fans throwing themselves at you, you know, from you're 8 or something, you're 9. And you get this gig in The Walking Dead. It's not like you got this gig on a show and then you got another gig and another gig and another gig and then you got something big and you earned it. You got this gig out of being a kid and you're handed this legacy role. You know what I mean? In his eyes, you probably, and I don't want to put words in his mouth, but how motivated would he really be to take acting classes? You get what I'm saying? Fans are just going nuts. Carl. He probably thought he had it. He could do it. You know, he could handle it. No, it doesn't work like that. You got to work on your craft. You got to work on your craft. I doubt Andrew Lincoln got to where he is just being like, nah, I'm just going to do it. And we know he didn't, because you can see him in the behind the scenes getting himself in the right state of mind. He does, you know, he does a lot of shit to embrace the feelings that his character is going through. He uses music to do it. Chandler had 8 years for an acting coach. It just doesn't work that way, though. It just doesn't work that way. It's simply, I couldn't disagree with that more. Being on set, being on screen, getting a few lines, almost anybody can do the majority of small stuff. You know what I mean? It's the more emotional roles, the more what's the word I'm looking for? The more in-depth, you know, it's those roles that are stand out extremely different than a lot of the easier. You could do a lot of the whatever, you got him killed. You know, you can do any couple sentence easily. So I don't agree with that. I do partially get what you're saying, you know. Thank you to all the mods. You're always totally agree, Ronnie. But I was a kid actor. Some of the kids had to have a coach. I didn't. Wait, but I was a kid actor. Some of the kids had to have a coach. I didn't. Why didn't you have to have a coach? Oh, I get what you mean. Just a coach, or I don't already explain it, but after live stream, type in YouTube search bar Mapp Q&A. Yeah, Mapp Q&A. That'll get you there. Mega Dr. Dre, it could be Chandler's fault. Who knows? I know in his death better make fucking sense. I agree. His death better make sense. I think they killed Carl because they did not want to pay extra money because he's going to be a teenager to an adult. I think they would have to renegotiate his contract. Someone looked that up. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible, but someone looked that up. We went through this before. It matters on how extensive your role is. It matters how much your my God, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It matters on your dialogue, your screen presence, your importance of your character, and yada yada yada. I don't know how big of a difference it is for child actors and then adult wages. That's something, if you guys want to look up, let me know if there's something there. We'll check it out, sure. No problem. I saw it. Thanks for the makeup live stream. Not at all. I knew I had to make it up. I knew it. Would you be offended if I made a Take a Bath Presents channel and just reviewed how dirty or clean characters are in each episode of The Walking Dead? I don't care about that. I don't even know how that would make sense. Go for it. Knock yourself out. I bet you lose interest, quickly. That sounds so boring. Right now, the only characters I tolerate are Morgan, Rick, and honestly, I bet I'll never see Chandler act again. He's richer than all of us combined. He grew up acting. He'll probably find another hobby. No, he'll keep acting. The thing with actors though, and celebrities and shit like that, you're not living normal lives like us. You know what I mean? Like, I go grocery shopping and I make sure, if I spend over $50, I'm in trouble. These people, they're spending money like crazy, and they're gonna run out of money like crazy, and they're gonna need to get more acting gigs. I doubt anyone in Hollywood, or it's probably rare where people actually live, under their means, and they're set for life. They're spending, so many actors that you see are filing bankruptcy and shit. No, he's gonna keep acting, Yes, there's people who take acting classes and they just don't have it in them. Absolutely. There's people who don't take any acting classes and they're just a natural. That is absolutely true. My only argument is you should always, sharpen the tools in your toolbox. It never hurts. I mean, it would never hurt. Why is Eduardo so flirty with Maggie in the garden at the hilltop? I think that's you guys. I don't see that as flirty. I saw that as normal, That was normal. When major characters' deaths happen, how does the budget from their pay get distributed? Well, that's not really how it works, Yeah, that's not really how it works. They have a set amount of, that's just not how it works. It's not like, when they die, that frees up that money from whatever. Everything's budgeted out, you know what I mean? So it would simply be rebudgeted. Like, you wouldn't be able to earmark it and know where Stephen Yen's, Glenn and Abraham's pay went. It would all just be flushed and funneled back into the system or into other actors. Most likely, it's usually probably getting recycled into the other cast. That's a better way to look at it. That's because when you get a taste of a lot of money, you go crazy. Look at Michael Jackson. What happened to the uncensored Negan for DVD? Yeah, I think we're pushing the time limit. Ouch. Yeah, we're pushing it. We got to roll. I don't know. AMC says they were going to do an uncensored Negan, and then they didn't do it. I don't know if they're going to do it. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. How will they write Morgan from The Walking Dead to Fear the Walking Dead? I hope they do something simple. Let's not go overboard. I hope they don't do him like he's a broken man. He needs to go out and just be around other people or venture out. I hope they just say he's going to look for family, or something's missing. He just wants to go out. Just keep it simple. Rayon is here. What a little bitch. Hey, Rayon is Rayon. Fuck you. Daryl and Carol are the worst. Fuck Carol. Yo, for Rayon is Rayon, I'm going to take my Carol bobblehead and I'm going to smash that motherfucker, yo. Take the Daryl one and I'll send you pieces in the mail. One day I'll send you his fucking arm. One day I'll send you his fucking leg. Yo, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll rip his fucking head off, the little bobblehead thing. I'll send you his head in a box. Carol's head in a box, like in Seven. Yo, send me your address, motherfucker. I got a present for you. Also, Rayon is Rayon. We're going to play some Fortnite. I didn't answer you back because I don't give a fuck. But no, for real. I forgot to message you back, but I want to do some Fortnite with you. So, free your schedule a little, bitch. What was that unseen scene in Season 7 finale? I don't know. I think they just made a big deal out of nothing. Yeah, Asner says about Rick saying, "Do you ever hear the one about the guy who brought a baseball bat to a gunfight fucker?" I was never all that thrilled about that, I'm going to take it or leave it when it comes to that. Bobby Cook says child actors can make just as much or more than the adults on shows by the time the Olsen twins were. Yeah, like I was saying too, the importance of your character, it's a big thing, If Chandler Riggs was the most important character on The Walking Dead, he'd probably be getting paid more than even the adults, if it's like Harry Potter, for example, that's a kid, Harry Potter, he's getting paid the most. He has to be, or he should fire his agents. That's Harry friggin' Potter. You know what I mean? So it matters. It matters. I don't honestly think there's that big of a deal. Unless there is, and I'm wrong. I'll look into it, you know? Yeah, Morgan going to Texas doesn't make any sense. I don't know how they're going to do it, to be honest. My brain hurts thinking about it. Melissa McBride is old as fuck. That's what Bloodshed says. You're a dick. First off, you're a dick and you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You're a dick and you're an idiot. We're all getting old. I mean, you're going to get old. And I can't wait for you to get old and then somebody makes fun of you and your wrinkly old ass. That's something I'll never understand. YouTubers like to do that a lot. Some of them. This guy's 40 years old. Who gives a fuck how old he is, you stupid asshole? You're going to be 40 someday. I tell you what. She's old. She's old as she's going to be, you know? She's old comparatively, you know, if you're 20. Yeah, she's old compared to you, or 10. I don't know, maybe you're 12. You act like you're 12. But she's pretty as fuck, you know? So, still, I'll take her any day of the week if she gives me the chance, you know? Melissa, holla at me, babe. Rayon is so tight right now. He's like, stay the fuck away from Melissa, bro. Yeah. Melissa McBride is hot as fuck. Yes, she is. She's one of those people with a smile that just, yeah. Yep. Lights up a room. I wish AMC did a darker Walking Dead spinoff miniseries to last longer than 6 to 8 episodes of great mature content. Yeah, I wish they had something like that too. She's really pretty. He just turned 18, so keep him led be cheap one day. What a dumbass thing to say like that. So I was like, so is Norman. 40 Bloodshed, so F off. I can't stand Carol anymore, honestly. I love you, Ronnie, representing us old dudes. Hell fucking yeah. I'm gonna get there. I'm getting there now. I'm Papa Hayes. I'm not one of the cool kids. I'm fucking Papa Hayes out this bitch. Age thing is, I just never understood age thing. You know, yeah, I don't know. It just hurts my brain. It goes both ways, and there's no winning. You're not winning. You got a younger kid, you know, yeah, you can make fun of people for being older, but guess what? You're fucking dumber. You know, a lot of people you know, 30s and 40s, the majority of them, a lot smarter than the 20-year-old dumb kids. You know why? Because I did what you did already. You know what I'm saying? And I learned something from it. So chances are, you're going to be living life like you're fucking edgy, and I'm going to be like, been there, done that, motherfucker, and what, you know? Go to bed. Go to bed before your mommy yells at you. I can do what I want. I can smoke a cigarette, drink a beer right now, do some drugs, do a fat line, get a hooker. You fucking name it, I can do it. What are you going to do, bitch? You know? Go to bed before your mom grounds you. What are you going to look like? Aaron and Daryl encounter the Whisperers first. They could be expanding their knowledge to the area, or the unknown go into Whisperer territory. I'd be cool with a Daryl and Aaron. I think that would be real cool. It has to be Aaron doing the breakdown and Daryl left out there. That's good. Daryl's a character we really care about. Leave Daryl out there, and then have Aaron, the character who gets really distraught about hearing stuff. And what I was saying before it got messed up, and I said I want it to be atmospheric. I want it to be, we don't hear nothing. Maybe we hear something so subtle it's you can't even hear it on your first viewing. But you have Aaron starting to freak out. The zombies are behind him. We hear the growling, but you keep hearing him say, Daryl, you hear that? Like, what is that? Daryl, I hear something. And it's really bugging him out. Like, but keep it going. Don't do a simple scene where he's like, oh, Daryl, what is it? Like, just keep it going. Stretch it out a little. And you got to ride that atmospheric with tension. I think you can have a beautiful, simple scene. It's one of those scenes where I can describe it like that, but you really need to see it all put together to be like, oh my God, that gives me the chills. Just the sound, no music, don't do a score, just the sound with the rain and the zombies, and don't overdose it with the zombies. No, keep it under the rain, even under the noise of the rain. You got the heavy rain, I can even picture it in my head, and then you got the zombies, and then you have Aaron starting to lose his shit like, I'm fucking hearing shit. But don't have him reveal it yet to the audience. Just have him be like, what is that? What do I hear? And later on you can do the reveal. If you were going to do something similar to the comic, that is. someone, bitch ring. I don't know what that is. Bitch ring. Oh, nose ring. Why don't you ever answer my question stuff out loud? Master of Disguise. This is the first time I've seen it. Yeah, we're ending it now, so I can't really answer your questions, but I will say you can see the cursor. I put it on. So when you see my cursor here, follow it. If your comments get skipped, and I'm gonna sound like a dick here, and I'm sorry, there's no way around it. That's literally why they invented the super chat. I'm sorry. You don't ever have to use it. It's not what I'm saying at all. But literally the point is, you get so many comments, you can't read them all. So if someone's like, I definitely want it read, they do the super chat. And again, don't yell at me. AMC is the one who made that. AMC, holy fuck. AMC is responsible for everything. YouTube's the one that made that system, not me. Mega Dr. Dre says Daniel Radcliffe's net worth is about $110 million. Oh, he's still making bank off of that. They got royalties. He's someone who doesn't need to ever work. And Chandler Riggs is going to get royalties from The Walking Dead, a lot licensing for his action figures and stuff. So he's going to get a little bit of money coming in all the time. Daniel Radcliffe, though, who plays Harry Potter, oh my God, that's done. That's game over, bro. It's game over. He's probably done. All right, let's shut her down. I do want to go on a little bit more, but Master of Disguise, I feel you, bro. I feel you. My super chat doesn't work anymore. I'm gonna look that up to see if there's other people having problems with it. Maybe there's a simple fix, maybe like an update or something. Yeah, I want to take another question or two, but I just can't. Calling Asian nonsense. Robin Wright is 51. She look badass. Yeah, Robin Wright is pretty as hell. All right, thank you very much for everyone coming out for the support. Again, I really appreciate everyone's patience with the makeup. So, hold on. See, McFarlane Toys need to get their shit together and do another wave of comic figures and stop the repaint mega box of bullshit. Yeah, that is something. I'll end on that. Yes, I love Skybound, but come on, man. Fans everywhere in the collector community are just like, no, enough with the repaints. They want new shit. They want new shit. Super chat and support creators even more if it's only a few bucks. Thank you very much, guys. Absolutely. The mods for coming and helping out. Really appreciate that support. Couldn't do it without you. Absolutely not. And again, like I said, thank you very much for the patience, guys, in making this up. And it looks like from now on, as long as I keep an eye on updates and certain things, we should be good to go, which is a relief. All right, good night. Like I said, in a couple days, we're going to start putting out the Fortnite videos, and then it'll be a couple weeks until we're doing daily, and then it'll be like a month and a half, and then we're on the schedule. So just keep an eye out either on Twitter, for my Twitter, or the YouTube community tab. I'm going to try to keep updates there, small, simple updates. Another $2 super chat came in from Mark Scott. Thanks for all the work you do on the channel. No, thank you guys. If you guys weren't here, I wouldn't have anyone to do any work for. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything. Good night. Love you supporters, Patreon supporters, the mods for helping out, and all you bastards, you beautiful bastards, for coming out and chit-chatting with me and being my friends. Because I fucking need it. I need them.